This is your Degenerate Power Hour, your late night golden shower. Too ill to be sick, so thick you can't split. That carnival spin with the rictus grin. I'm Joel, he's BMO, and this is Vagrants and Vandals Radio. There it is.
Let's go.
That was a good one.
So if you listened last week and you stuck with us, thank you.
She got dirty.
It was
She
a
got dirty.
We've
It was a doozy.
we may have calmed Brandon down a little bit,
I don't think so.
gone over a few things.
No, I'm still drunk.
He's a little more medicated at this point.
I am.
Yeah.
I am absolutely medicated.
Stuffed himself a bowl and hoovered it down.
And Andrew.
You hoovered your brother down.
That did not happen.
He looks so lost right now.
How fucking dare you even apply some disgusting shit like that? You gonna bury your dirty thoughts and your young wife, motherfucker.
Being chastised by you feels like the most ridiculous thing in the universe. All right. We got plenty of things to get to today, so let's just hop right to it. You had sent me, BMO, you sent me a picture of a reported Cyclops skull. So my first question for you is, where the hell did you see this?
Facebook. I don't know if that was actually like a reported thing. I just seen a picture with some fancy text.
So it could be AI generated. It could be a complete hoax.
And
That's the world we live in, right?
Yeah, that's what's crazy now, dude.
Like, is that you sitting there? Or is that
this is a hologram? This is a hologram.
Hey,
I couldn't make
they're
it.
doing a good fucking job.
There is
I don't know.
Some people believe in that theory that our reality is a fucking simulation.
I definitely believe that your fucking hairline is AI simulated.
How's that even supposed to mean?
Wouldn't it be better?
Alley-oop to the dunk. Yeah, absolutely fucking right.
Listen.
No, for real. You can't fucking believe everything you fucking see. That's for goddamn sure.
But you want to, kind of.
I
You know what I
definitely
mean? Like,
want
it's more
it.
fun.
I want it. When I seen that, I was like, oh, look, cranial socket, like the little orbital socket.
Yeah.
With that line going down the back.
Perfect
like,
for the squibbing.
Attention.
Might have been a little large for the squibbing.
Attention to detail. Who would do that faking something? I don't know.
Dude, people fake stuff
I was going to
every
say,
day.
dude, to get shares and
Just
clicks, dude.
for the lulls. I mean,
There's whole YouTube channels that are AI generated now,
Yeah.
and like it's getting out of control.
It's like that story he read that was like super long-winded and over the top, just like the actual story.
You need to get over that. That was 3 months ago.
I was
now.
gonna
was
say,
bad.
that was like 14 episodes ago.
We're not. This is episode. What,
This is
15?
number 15. Yeah.
It was a while ago.
So you have no idea where this picture came from?
I just seen this shit. I was like, that. It cried Joel.
No, I mean, I love reading about purported cryptids.
But you always like Sinbad.
Oh, yeah.
You're always like a
Seventh
Sinbad
Voyage
freak,
of Sinbad,
so,
one of my
yeah,
favorite films.
Where I become accustomed with Cyclops.
Yeah.
That's where I come accustomed.
I mean, it was definitely something. If you've seen it, it caught your eye. I mean, I looked at it. I believe you tagged me in it. I looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty fucking
If I
weird
seen it for
looking,
real,
but
I'd be like, yes.
I didn't do any research. I mean,
No, me either.
I assumed it wasn't a Cyclops.
I sent it to Joel. I sent it to my research department. That was Joel.
Well, we got on this little skull kick because when I was up in Ludington a few weeks ago, I found a skull on the beach, and it looked weird. And I took pictures of it, but Brandon Googled it and seems to think it was some sort of a fish.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was like Imperial something.
I'll share the pictures.
that
You
could
guys
be
can make your own judgments.
Dude, it did like a rough thing where it takes that
Sure.
image and it generated a bunch of shit. Like it came up with crazy shit too. Like
Like what?
I think the Cyclops skull came up.
Right.
When
That's
you-
what makes me like question
It's a
like
Google
are they
search, so,
really
like, everything,
good
like, I
results
don't-
you're getting?
Well,
New
Listen.
shit about bones.
Hey,
like, that's
take a
not
bone
really-
fragment. You still have it, right?
Well, when I looked,
I just took pictures of it. I don't
You take
have
it
it.
home with you?
No.
What's wrong with you?
When I look at the picture from the angle you took it almost looked like a vertebrae or something. Like it looked weird. Like if you were to lop a vertebrae and then take
Yeah.
like a mouth tube.
But yeah, I didn't really.
I can see what you're saying because I wasn't completely sold that it was a skull. Like I was looking at it from different angles, and I took the picture simply because I was like, it's interesting, and I don't know. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this doesn't belong to a fish.
Where was that at?
Lake Michigan.
But I think it was a fish. It was an imperial something fish.
All right, I'll do a little.
The fucking thing looks exactly
something you
like
can get
it.
to the bottom of.
I'll look into it more. Now, what I did want to read though, this whole idea of the Cyclops skull came up, so I started Googling some stuff, and apparently, this is something that dates back, mistaking something for a Cyclops skull, something that dates back to Greek mythology.
Misidentification.
Yeah, so this article, which is called Greek City Times, okay,
Ironic. Are they misidentifying the article? What the fuck?
they postulate, this is a question they pose, did elephant skulls inspire the ancient Greek mythological figure?
Why would that be?
Let me read it to you.
Long trunk.
What inspired the ancient Greeks to create fictional creatures such as the Cyclops? Many people have heard the tales of the terrible Cyclops, giants with a single eye that had a nasty tendency to kill and sometimes eat unsuspecting adventurers. However, conjuring up such fearsome beasts may not have been purely a feat of imagination. Their origins may have been based on fact. This story begins with the Mediterranean islands during the Pleistocene, when low sea levels allowed land bridges to be exposed and for fauna to cross between land masses. Both elephants and mammoths roam the Mediterranean with several species living side by side. However, at the end of the Ice Age, melting ice led to a sudden sea level rise, destroying any land bridges and isolating any individuals unfortunate to find themselves stuck on the island.
Dang.
A lack of food led to an evolution bias in the elephant populations, with smaller individuals and more successful as they required less food to survive. Over several generations, this led to elephants/mammoths that could be as small as 1 meter at the shoulder. So how do the Cyclops come into this? Well, when the animals died, they were stripped of all their soft tissue, but parts of their skeleton were preserved. The trunk of an elephant contains no bones and therefore is rarely found. This leaves the skull looking like a one-eyed skull. And they've got pictures here. Anyone can Google search this. You could see how someone could look at that and be like, oh.
Yeah, the first thing I thought after you said something about an elephant, I'm like, it must have been a baby elephant because the skull doesn't look that big, you know. Like, but that they explain that.
Has teeth.
Elephants have teeth. Probably they grind up leaves.
No, I
and
mean
shit.
the one that we've seen had like a nasal cavity and teeth. That was a human.
The one, the skull you're saying you shared?
Yeah. I'm not claiming
yes,
it's like 100%
it looked different, but it got me curious on the topic.
All right.
Now, I could see how in Greece at the time, they may not have necessarily known about these animals.
Prior research into fucking fossils
right,
and shit.
especially to know them as smaller animals. You're talking millions of years would have passed.
You seen Gladiator? Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sold me queer giraffes.
Dude, like back then,
My favorite line for the movie.
Let me finish this article. It's almost done.
Sorry, it's
which oddly enough looks just like a huge skull with a single eye socket, especially if the specimen in question has lost its tusks. Greeks coming to the island subsequently found these preserved skulls, often separated from other bones or remains, and hypothesized to what they could be. They came to the conclusion these skulls had belonged to giant men with a single eye in the center of their forehead, and the myth of the Cyclops was born.
Damn.
Are there like Cyclops and like religious shit? I'm not too well read on, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe that has something to do with it.
That's a good,
but
very fucking
you know what I'm saying though? Like,
not that I know of. I believe the Cyclops is a purely mythological creature.
I don't know, but that makes a whole fucking lot of sense.
But dude, back then people, I mean, you'd fucking believe anything because you have no. Dude, I was just reading something about how before they discovered that birds migrate, they thought birds fucking burrowed under the ground. Aristotle wrote about birds burrowing under the fucking ground because that's what they thought. They didn't understand migration patterns. That's what I'm saying. Like they'll fucking believe. I mean,
you don't know what you don't know.
What you know. Like
I'm not saying that is real, but it's
obviously it's not real. But I'm saying like at one point that's what they believed.
Aristotle thought that.
Yeah,
That's a brilliant mind.
He was going off the best information he had at the time.
Yeah.
What you want? You're one of the brightest minds of the day. You got a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers coming to you with questions.
Want an answer?
I believe they burrow into the ground.
Talks as if he knows what it's like to be in that position.
I'm a human being.
Dude.
I can
You're the head
understand
of a shitty wine.
what it would.
Brandon will turn anything into a slight, dude. Oh, Jesus.
Let's wipe that smile off your face. I got a story for you. How about this one?
Let's do that.
Ancient worm resurrected after
Motherfucker.
46,000 years of death-defying limbo. Now,
Death-defying or apocalyptic?
when I first read this story,
He's like, yeah.
I did not read it thoroughly enough, or it just wasn't as clear. Because initially, I thought they discovered this 46,000-year-old worm that was in the Siberian permafrost, and they brought that worm, that literal worm, back to life.
That's how I understood it.
That is not what happened.
I read the article.
They
I'm illiterate.
Purposely misleading.
from what I'm reading from this article, it sounds as if through DNA testing and genetic engineering, they were able to revive this species. Not that they poked the worm with a stick and it was like,
Right.
yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
But still, so this thing went into, I don't think this...
It's still just as bad, though, right?
What do you mean just as bad?
I mean, isn't it just as bad? Like, if you don't revive that one, you've revived many now.
Maybe.
You brought them back.
Maybe.
But that doesn't mean they're releasing them into the ecosystem. Like, you know,
Well, that's
I
true.
mean, that could
How
have
do you
fucking...
explain Wuhan flu, bro? Shit happens. COVID, baby.
I don't even want to get into
Global
that.
Jesus
pandemic.
Christ.
When?
Anyway, this is it's a phenomenon known as
Buzzword.
cryptobiosis. Now here is something interesting though. Let me see where I find this part. Oh, listen to this. So now this was an example of cryptobiosis where the creature was still alive. The longest recorded time spent in cryptobiosis among living worms, in this phrasing, is only 39 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Only.
Motherfucker was frozen for 39 years and then was like,
No
cool,
oxygen.
what year is it?
No oxygen. No anything.
It's pretty amazing
You're
in itself.
frozen
dude.
solid.
Like, Jesus.
How do you get that power? That's a superpower power.
Look at that. Could you imagine that crawling up your butt or in your dick hole?
No. Bro.
Imagine
And
it.
I'm clenching
Do it.
I'm clenching my asshole right now. Look at this. You know I don't fucking like worms' ass.
Wiggling in your ear.
The size,
Yeah, that's why I looked this story
Hey,
up.
the bigger they get, the less scary they become to
The
me.
better they feel.
Dude.
When they're that small.
There's another story I'll get it for a future episode. There's apparently some kind of a worm that can eat a human. Now I didn't look into it. Maybe it's a bullshit story, but I'm gonna have to peer into that
Didn't they
one.
make a movie about that in like the 80s?
Like
or something?
Tremors?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did that have Kevin Bacon in it? I don't even know.
That's a truly horrific movie.
That was scientific.
Hey, are we all going to see as a group? I think we should do this for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The new Exorcist with the original mom in the movie. William Friedkin just died.
Just died, yeah.
He just fucking died. Didn't even make it to the.
Made a great horror
I
film.
hope he's seen it. I hope they gave him like a pre-screen. Like, hey, oh, you're dying. Pre-screen.
You know what? The Exorcist, obviously regarded as a great horror film, but I don't think
best.
I don't think it gets enough credit.
Not even close.
The Exorcist was one of the first blockbuster movies.
Mm-hmm.
And for a horror movie to that, because you got to put this in context. Like we grew up with horror movies is mainstream. That was not the case back
In the 80s,
then.
Breaking the
all
mold.
slasher bullshit.
Okay, but even prior
Different class, in my opinion.
What was
It-
that?
it
early
was.
80s or late 70s?
Exorcist was 70s.
Like 70s. Early 70s.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never watched it from start to finish. The
Can
original
we
Exorcist.
do a reaction video where we all watch it?
I have
film
to.
ourselves watching it.
You might be able to do it in bits and pieces.
I don't know
but
because
that's
like
a
can't show
long
the
movie.
movie.
right, but
You can't
yeah,
show
but if
the
we're not
movie.
showing the movie,
But the sound
Yeah,
alone,
right.
like bits and pieces.
I don't know, man.
You got to be like really quick about it because like
Fuck
more
me,
than 20
Jesus,
seconds,
fuck
I believe,
me.
will get you like
Yeah,
flagged.
when she's
Yeah.
fucking doing the crucifix and the pussy.
rich ass companies still hold the copyright
This
on
dude
that
don't
movie.
want to see that.
No, I want to watch the movie because like I mean
It's
obviously
so
I
good,
know
bro.
about it. I know
It's so
memorable
good.
scenes,
Well,
but
I want to finish the point I was going to make.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Not that I know of, but I'll ask.
That's the line for the movie.
Yeah, I know.
Your mom's alive. That's the line for the movie.
Horror movies prior to The Exorcist were widely regarded as what you would remember as your Hammer films. Like they were schlocky, the classic like Hollywood monsters.
A joke.
Jekyll and Hyde.
They were seen as B-level, okay? And then when The Exorcist and a few others at the time, maybe Night of the Living Dead, they came with, maybe some social commentary, some subtext, and in The Exorcist case was truly terrifying. Did you know The Exorcist, the Catholic Church, if you were a Catholic, a practicing Catholic, and you saw The Exorcist, they considered that a sin that you actually had to go and confess and repent for.
I believe that.
That is crazy.
But the other shit they did.
All that raping of those kids, that was bad.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
You're good, bro. We're just going to move you to another city.
Did you see that movie, though? You're going to have to come to confession.
Holy shit.
Shame.
You mind if I suck your kid's dick while you're in there? That cool? No? Huh.
Captain Howdy said it was okay.
Dude, I've got a book you should read. You're not much of a reader, are you? Think you've told me this before?
I just read fucking that book I took from Jason.
Yeah, but
2 weeks ago.
I thought but you yourself have told me before. I don't read much,
if it's
but
something I want to read about, I'll read it.
I have an awesome
and I read it
horror book.
compassionately.
It is called Shock Value. I've read it twice, and it takes a look at the horror film industry during the Renaissance of the 1970s. Things like Exorcist, Texas Chainsaw,
Great.
Halloween.
Great.
And then it moves into the slasher era in the 80s, then takes you into the 90s with something like Scream.
You own
Scream. Yeah.
It?
Awesome book, dude. Like anyone who's
I'm interested now.
anybody who's a horror fan should. To me, it's required reading that and this other book I read that was written in the 90s called The Monster Show. The two most comprehensive books that it's like, to me, it was like collegiate level look at horror.
Right.
Like as like a social construct, a reaction to things going on in society.
You know shit.
What's that?
You got like a doctor in murders. You can read that shit. You
They
got it.
just, I mean, if you're into horror, those you'll find it endlessly interesting.
All the background story and shit, that's what I want. You know what I mean? You want to learn what's going on behind the scenes
You
and
a
all
Dexter
that shit.
fan. I know that.
I mean, I like Dexter, dude. I mean,
Like Dexter?
it's a good show.
Oh, yeah, fuck yes.
I mean, it fell the fuck off.
Awesome show.
It fell the fuck off after season 4, but I mean,
Oh, without question. But you watched the new one.
it's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I thought they did a pretty good job. I loved
1 to 10, aight.
what's his face? I love that actor, the one who played the other serial killer.
John Leguizamo.
No. He was in Pet Cemetery 2 as Gus. I always forget. Is it Clancy Brown? Is that his name?
Yes. It's Clancy
He is-
Brown, dude. He's a creepy. You know Clancy Brown,
What
dude.
season you talking about?
The newest
season.
Clancy Brown.
He was the other
You
serial
told me
killer.
about Clancy Brown.
Spoiler alert! If anyone's listening.
I
Right.
thought we were talking about season 4, motherfucker.
No.
No, that was the Trinity killer.
Yeah, that was
Trinity.
John. What's his name?
John Leguizamo.
Lithgow. So I said
Lithgow,
Leguizamo.
yes.
I was gonna say
Sorry.
love it.
Fuck me.
Hey.
Let me jerk off in the soundboard. Sorry.
I was gonna say John Lovitz.
Is he on Night Court?
You fuck.
I'll
There's no sock in my crotch.
I'll find that book. You should enjoy it. But yeah, it focuses on guys like John Carpenter, Toby Hooper, Clive Barker, a few others. You okay over there?
I'm gonna be dying here.
God damn, what is going on with your stomach?
I have a hernia.
Why don't you go to a goddamn
Yeah,
doctor?
You
I
know
don't
that
have
means.
insurance.
You know that
Being
means.
a
You
janitor don't pay, homie.
you can't-
I'm ahead of the.
You understand a hernia means your intestines is poking between your abdominal muscles.
Hey, you ever felt it?
No.
Doesn't feel great. You gotta lean back and
If I
push.
felt it though, I would get medical help.
Can we see it?
Have it. There's no.
Why
Can't
don't
see
you have
anything?
insurance? You work for the city essentially. You work for the schools.
You can't get state insurance?
Right here. It's right here. If I cough
Dude,
too hard.
Brandon, get state
Pops, I gotta lean back.
insurance because I lived my whole life thinking I couldn't.
Pops,
And you know
you get
what?
pops.
I applied and I have it now. It was real easy.
There you
And
go.
I'm like,
You're
why did I
white
have this
and
in my
I'm
head?
Cherokee, homie. Because you're white and I'm Cherokee.
What about you,
I might have
Cherokee?
shit.
Anything, you know, I found over the course of doing this podcast, anything comes up about his health, he's got a fucking excuse. He's like, my therapy's in the bottom of a bottle.
Talk about your problems.
Hey, I go to therapy.
Talk about your problems.
He's like, I'll move on.
You're groaning about it. I'm not screaming about my problems.
You're actively
I'm bitching because you made me laugh too hard.
You're actively writhing in pain as we're telling stories.
If I was crying in the corner, we could address my fucking problems.
Right now, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all a chance to sort it out. I'm gonna go grab a beer.
That's his.
I have no doubt
Get
that
out
you
of jail free card.
Get out of jail free, homie.
All right, when you get back,
fuck you.
You just bought a sexy sixer, didn't you?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I'm gonna drink them.
Give me one.
God damn, you've already drank 12 for the day.
Right. Andy's greedy.
Jesus
A
Christ.
poor greedy guy.
When you get back,
Imagine that.
you got some.
At this
You're not going to
point.
shame me.
You want a drink?
No, I don't.
I got like some
No.
infused whiskey.
No, I'm good. Dude, I'm going to be taking off in 45 minutes. I'm not drinking.
Right, grab me one.
I'm a responsible son of a bitch.
That worth?
No, just grab me a beer.
All right. When he gets back, we're going to do the horror trivia challenge, which I lead by 2 points.
Okay, let me get some cards just ready.
And don't worry, we got Brandon's got the janitor's closet coming up.
Oh shit,
Man,
I'm
he's like-
anticipating that.
When he drinks like this, it's like managing an overgrown child.
Yeah,
It really
I've
is.
drank with him plenty of times, man. I'm like, yeah.
And sometimes like
The only time we ever get into actual arguments is when he's about 10, 12 deep.
he sometimes goes into this almost like trance stare, and I'm like, is he doing that for effect, or did he just blank out? Because he'll do it for so long. I'm like, is he having a medical episode, or is he trying to be
Are
funny?
you good?
God. It's ridiculous for you guys who listen. Like, we talk almost every single day, and usually we're not calling each other, but we'll trade like voice messages on through Messenger back and forth.
Essentially
And
the same thing.
I know I can always tell when he's been drinking and how much.
Oh, yeah.
And at some point, if he's really far gone, he'll be like, well, I don't know if you could tell, but I've been drinking. And I'm like, yeah, I could tell. I'm like, wasn't a fucking mystery. Yeah, I had to fill air while you were gone getting your 13th fucking drink for the day.
The fastest I seen him move all night was busting that door open because he knew we were talking shit.
That's fucked up.
He brought me a whole can opener to open a beer.
That's all I have, bro.
There are two people who message me, snap me, whose messages, because I like to, I listen to almost everything on speaker because my phone's a piece of shit. Two people that I have to pause and be like, should I play this right now? Can I play this at work in mixed company? Brandon's one of them.
Yeah.
Herbie the Degenerates the other.
Yeah, I thought that was
Because the other fucking day, every once in a while, I forget. I'm like, it's probably fine. And then I click it, this on Snapchat. Oh, Herbie has sent me a fucking video of him getting a blowjob. And I'm just like...
Okay, I would never do that.
Yeah, I mean...
That's why he...
First thing, my wife never gives me blowjobs. Second thing, she wouldn't allow me to record it.
Listen.
So.
Third thing, what titty bar did it come from?
It didn't come... This one wasn't from a titty bar.
Paid for it. That was a paid
Listen,
for
there's a
blowjob.
reason the man's code name is Herbie the Degenerate. It's not Herbie the Saint. It's not Herbie the Good Guy.
Right.
It's not Herbie the Boy Scout.
The great thing about him, you know, where him come on and defend himself, because he's terrified of public exposure.
Damn,
He couldn't even swing a bat in front of people.
He
was
calling
like,
you out, Herbie?
I'm leaving. How does? Oh damn! How does he even get blowjobs from strangers? Like he
It wasn't a stranger.
was a prostitute.
It wasn't a prostitute. Just some...
Well, what's his mom's name?
Don't make fun of his mom.
Oh,
I mean...
the old ill one. Oh, I don't know what his fake name is.
Herbie the Degenerate.
Herbie.
His name is Herbie.
There's
Herbie.
just some girly
Go fuck
bangs
yourself.
from
You talk
time to
shit about
time.
me my entire life. Go fuck yourself.
He's
How
been
about
trying to be your
that?
friend for the last decade.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't like him. I don't get it.
Because he cracked some fat jokes when you were younger.
Right, let it go, man.
Get over it.
You're
insinuated
fat.
I was a homosexual. He insinuated all kinds of shit. Yeah, this motherfucker got no kids that he knows of.
No, trust me.
Multiple STDs.
He ain't got kids.
How did he insinuate you were homosexual?
He said he thought I was a homosexual. That's how he insinuated
That's
it.
pretty clear cut.
That really is an insinuation.
Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck your family. I hope you die.
You really do need
with your
therapy.
STD.
Yeah.
This is one of my best friends you're talking about.
Now, my friend.
I'm aware
What's
of
he
that.
gonna do? Come address me on camera? I fucking doubt it.
Well, there's not cameras here, so probably
Microphone.
not. I'll
In
ask him.
person, I doubt it even more.
I'll try and
In person, I doubt it even more. I doubt it even
the
more.
repugnant look on
BMO's
his
cutting
face.
a wrestling promo right now.
You know,
Yeah.
I actually thought that would be a fun thing for us to do.
fuck.
Doubt it even.
To cut wrestling style promos to promote the podcast or to talk shit about each other.
For shorts, yeah.
Smart young girl.
What?
Who was that?
Smart young girl.
Who you talking about?
I don't know either.
Can you translate this, Andrew?
No.
Is that your wife?
What are you talking about?
Who said that?
Who said what?
What you just said?
What did I just
About
say?
doing wrestling
Wrestling
shorts?
promos.
I
He
said
said
it.
that.
I'm talking to
you
you right
said
now.
I thought you said someone said that.
You're
No.
one track
That was your
minded,
wife.
bro.
I'm looking for jokes.
You gone,
Yeah, I
man.
can tell.
You gone. You
I'm
want
fucking 15 beers deep.
you want to sit here and run
15 beers deep.
You want to run down old Herbie?
Go fix your cum glasses, motherfucker.
I don't have.
Yeah,
They
gone.
fit.
I know.
Yeah,
you got
these are brand new glasses.
Give me my company credit card, bitch. Buy shit.
God, Jesus Christ!
Buy
Now
you a razor. Buy you a razor.
you're just getting sloppy drunk now.
Oh, I'm drunk.
You know what's funny? I talked to Stu about the podcast because he listens, and he'll often tell me, he's like, you can tell like when Brandon starts to fall off on the episodes.
The BAC starts rising.
That's all.
All right, let's get to that horror trivia challenge.
Yeah, damn.
I'm leading
All
by
right.
2 points. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Jesus Christ, man.
See, I'm showing mercy because you're behind.
I will fucking go first for the first one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tell Stu. Well done. Well done.
That just shows he's an avid
He's
listener, man.
listening.
Because, I listen every week.
Stu wants to come on. Stu's a big fan.
Dude, are
yeah,
you kidding me?
I would want to be
Yeah.
on with Stu.
Stu can talk about me singing.
Dude.
I
Chop
can remember
Suey.
George talking about Stu like, I looked his name up. He's bad news.
Yes.
And it's like, motherfucker, no, you didn't, dude.
Family
him up.
trouble.
You were a sheriff
Dude.
40 years ago. I don't think you're looking names up, dude.
Nah, Stu's got good stories. Like he and I
Oh,
were,
yeah.
we were bullshitting back and forth about some of our old antics, and
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to sit down with him.
Hey,
And,
he introduced me to System of a Down.
yeah, Stu was a big fan back in the
I
day.
was singing in a bedroom one day by myself. They were like, you shouldn't sing System of a Down anymore. I said, fuck you.
Who said that?
All of them. The entire crew.
You don't fit the
If
mold.
they don't remember, dude, I'll be insulted if they don't remember this. I walked in like, yeah, you shouldn't sing System of a Down.
Oh, so you were in your bedroom like strumming your guitar, singing it?
His bedroom,
Stu's?
no guitar.
When were you at Stu's?
I don't know. Detroit Beach?
Yeah, his
I
dad's
think I've been
parents'
at
house.
Stu's once or twice. Why?
Okay.
I was there at 12 or 13 is a better question.
Why was he there? Better question. I was of age.
You know, it's funny because like I was
I might not
bet
even
you
been
still
that
remembers.
old.
I bet you still remember that.
I was transferring some of those old wrestling tapes, and I was just struck by. So here we are, like
he's a kid.
we were
He's
like
from
19, 20 at the time, and Andrew's a straight up little kid, just like running with all of us, and like
his age.
I felt bad watching the tapes because like he's flubbing his lines, and me and you were like, oh, for fuck's sake, like come on, he's like 10 or 11.
Child fucking unpaid
I
actor.
would love to see that.
I was just like, what the fuck was wrong with this? All right, let's
Are you
get to
ready
the
for this?
challenge.
All right, who's this going to?
I'm going for
Brandon.
All right, BMO's going
You
first.
gonna give me a softie. Come
No,
on.
I give you the top ones, Joel the bottom ones, man.
Drunk as you are, ain't gonna be nothing but a softie tonight.
Oh, bro, I'll get hard to hurt all
He
night,
got that.
homie.
He got that Japanese honey packet.
Why the fuck are you looking right in my eyes as you say, "Oh, homie, I get hard tonight"?
Because I go hard, but I can't. It never
Go
happens.
long.
It never.
No pop.
It
No
don't
pop.
pop.
It's all show, no pop.
What are you saying? You can't
All show, no
ejaculate?
go.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't climax anymore?
Well, when I'm drinking.
We're gonna come back to this.
Yeah, right.
Not,
Okay, are
Every
you
time.
ready for your first question, BMO?
no, I'm not. Can't
All
go
right.
fuck it.
What actress played the heroine Helene Lyle in the 1992 film Candyman? Ooh, that's kind of hard because you know that movie, but the actress.
I know the movie.
The actress.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't even know where to start. Bridget Fonda? I don't fucking know.
Well, you know that's not right.
Yeah.
So are you just giving up?
Yeah.
It is Virginia Madsen.
How the would you know that?
No, that's
Virginia
hard.
Madsen?
Specific actresses.
I'd have to look her up.
Then, dude, come on.
Yeah, every question. It's nice. I love it.
Right. To Joel. What 1971 film features a group of killer rats that are led by a man seeking revenge on those who have wronged him? 1971, like that.
It's still easy.
It's got to be.
Oh, you know it.
It's got to be Willard.
It is Willard.
Of course it is.
Ding ding.
What other movie is fucking rats following somebody? I'm getting costume designs.
It was
So
actress, and one of the main characters. But
come on.
all right,
Question
Emo.
2.
This 2000 film is about two sisters named Ginger and Bridget who struggle with the idea that one of them is a werewolf. 2000.
2000.
You should be able to get that. You were buying mad DVDs
You
in
know the
2000.
movie, and you know the movie.
I don't watch horror films like that. I'm not in the horror trivia
You
contest.
you clearly don't, though.
I'm the mediator. This is funny, actually.
There's some moons, isn't it?
He can't tell you.
And I'm not going to tell you.
I don't fucking know that.
I mean, I know you like to cheat at games, but like, I'm not
No,
going to
I
cheat at
don't
this
know.
one with you.
I don't know.
Ginger snaps.
My God, your ridiculous segment.
That's-
How the
Yeah,
fuck,
it's just
dude?
funny because
Could you have said that? That's like your brother is shot.
that would be a clue.
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
Bro. Must be nice.
This one's to Joel. Which film in the Alien series is set in Antarctica? It's kind of hard.
Hey, she's kind of
I
hard.
mean, yeah, you got to think about that one.
Do you even know any
Alien
names of alien
series?
movies other than aliens?
Alien 1 and Aliens.
Right,
Prior question.
that's not gonna
Well,
do.
the only horror film I can think of based in Antarctica is The Thing,
That's
but
but
That's what I thought.
that's
too,
not
but it's
part of the
alien.
Alien series.
There's a lot of alien movies, homie. There's like Requiem, fucking Return, fucking there's a pretty cool
Yeah, I don't know, so I'll just guess The Thing.
AVP. Alien
Versus Predator was, huh?
Predator,
Okay.
yeah. Who do you know that was part of the same series?
I did not know that was based in Antarctica.
I wouldn't know.
Question 3.
Are you ready, BMO?
Yes, sir.
In what movie do the survivors use petri dishes with blood samples and a heated wire to determine which one of them is the host of an extraterrestrial creature?
What the fuck?
You'd be getting them paragraph questions.
Hey, read that again, please.
In what movie do the survivors use petri dishes with blood samples and a heated wire to determine which one of them is the host of an extraterrestrial creature?
The Faculty?
It's The Thing.
How did you not guess The Thing? Right after, like, I thought for sure as soon as he read it, I'm like, well, he's definitely going to say The Thing.
This thing. Bro, listen, I'm going to go watch the thing and really bone up on that motherfucker, clearly.
All right.
Oh,
What
God.
the fuck,
I'll take my
man?
third question.
Oh, God. Hey, lob it up, this fucking cocksuck motherfucker.
This the 40-mile-per-hour fastball.
Yeah, now
coming
listen,
at Joel
listen,
here,
listen.
dude.
I'm not like Herbie the Degenerate. I can hit a softball.
I couldn't hit it either. We were
Can
fucking
you
playing,
you
dude.
get lob ball questions, you gray fuck.
All right.
Like a gray wolf man.
This 1990 movie about an infestation of murderous spiders features John Goodman and Jeff Daniels.
That'd be arachnophobia.
That is
no
right.
fucking shit.
That's 2 for me. What you
That
got?
was
What you
spider
got?
phobia.
0?
Oh, I was
here.
wrong.
Question number 5.
Yeah,
Hi.
must be nice.
You can't do anything better
I
than
bet you-
tie.
I bet you Victor Severus is gonna power drive your bitch ass the minute he gets back in my honor.
Okay. Sure thing.
Okay, BMO.
Get him, Victor.
All right. Who wrote the short story on which the film Children of the Corn was based?
Stephen King.
That is correct.
Yeah, just look at
Now you don't hear me crying about a softball, do you?
I had fucking 3
I want to make sure with the Bub and Bud
Oh my
controversy, I
God,
want to know the
man.
answer, dude.
Oh, did you address that on air? No,
Jesus
no, you
Christ.
didn't, motherfucker.
Did I address what on air?
The Bud Bub thing?
No.
I know we talked about it sitting here.
think we did
You
talk
did
about
not.
it.
You better fucking
No,
spill your guts,
I'm pretty
motherfucker.
sure I did. Didn't I?
Spill your great guts, motherfucker, right now. Tell the people.
I think we were talking about it before.
It was before the episode.
Okay, after we finish, I'll address it.
Okay.
Calm down. Doesn't affect the score. I'll let the people know.
I'm going to rip your eyes out.
All right.
This is question 4 for me.
What Duffer Brothers TV show takes place in Hawkins, Indiana, and features a young boy's disappearance?
Stranger Things.
Yes, sir.
Aye. Last question. I'm up 3-1.
I mean, come on. Brandon can't bitch about fucking softballs after
Yeah,
this one.
softball.
Because,
Yeah,
you know,
softball.
it comes back and forth, dude.
got
You
one.
know, who was the host in the Tales from the Crypt TV series? I mean, what the fuck?
Do they want the actor, the voice actor, or the actual guy?
They just want the name.
Crypt Keeper.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
That is right.
Okay. 3-2. I'll take my last
Come on.
That's
question.
my first one. That's my first softball, really.
No,
Other than the
wasn't.
fucking
The
repeats.
Children of the Corn? That wasn't a softball?
Those were his.
All right.
I didn't get repeats. Those
All
were
right.
his.
Last question to you, Joel.
Yep.
Based on a book written by Jay Anson, what
There you go.
2005 supernatural remake
There you
stars
go.
Ryan Reynolds and Melissa George?
I know it.
Ryan Reynolds?
Fuck.
I wouldn't have known
You.
that.
Oh, I.
Ryan
know it,
Reynolds.
I don't-
baby.
this is showing me I do not
What?
watch horror
Hey, and
movies.
it's got-
Read it one more time.
I don't even want to tell you. I'm not even going to say what I'm going to say because I
Alright.
think of away.
Based on a book written by Jay Anson, what 2005 supernatural remake stars Ryan Reynolds and Melissa George?
She fine.
I don't know who Melissa George is. Is
Me
Ryan
neither.
Ryan Reynolds, is he the one that was in
He was just in.
He's Deadpool.
He was just in the. No wait, was he in the?
Deadpool.
Who's in the Barbie movie? Isn't
Oh,
he in
that's
No, that's Ryan Gosling.
Oh my God, I'm they're the same
Ryan
fucking person.
Reynolds?
They're the same person.
Was he the one that was in
Deadpool.
that movie in the late 90s with Sarah Michelle Gellar? There's like that lesbian scene. And Selma Blair, I think. Was that Ryan
No,
Reynolds?
no.
No, that was Ryan Phillippe or something
Yeah,
like that.
Ryan-
I know the answer.
All right, 2005
One
Supernatural
of my favorites,
remake.
One of my favorites. And they didn't even mention a name, which he fucks up even more. They could have made it way more like. Do you want it?
No.
For
I'm
half
thinking.
point?
I'm thinking.
He's
2005
making up rules.
Supernatural thriller. What was the chick's name?
Melissa George.
You don't know her.
Never to be
You
seen
don't
again. 'Cause
You
never
don't
heard
know
of
her.
2005
You want my tip? Trust me.
remake.
You want my tip? I promise you.
Trust me, I don't want your tip. Neither
Oh,
does
you
your wife.
want it, bro. I know you use the young flesh, but this old tiger got some tricks. What you want? Oh, he's smiling. I got him smiling.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know.
You want the tip?
An old a remake of Supernatural.
What do you think it is, BMO?
Amityville Horror, motherfucker.
That
with
is right.
Chloe Grace Moretz as a little kid. She's young, like
I don't
she
even
plays
know who
a
that is
crazy
either, but
fucking
that
daughter.
is right. That is correct.
It's too bad it wasn't your question. So 3-2 on the week. That puts
Hey.
me up by 3 overall. So the thing Brandon was talking about, in case I didn't mention it last episode, a couple episodes ago, he had that question about the Day of the Dead, the name of the domesticated zombie. His answer was Bub. The card said Bud, and he thought it was a misprint. Truth be told, I thought it was a misprint, so I actually looked into it, and it was Bub. So we were tied going into last week, but now you are down 3. So
I didn't get nothing right there.
you didn't what?
How many he get right?
3.
I'm not keeping score. I'm
I got
reading
3.
the
You got
question,
2.
brother.
So I'm up.
Okay.
I'm up 3 overall.
If we were even, how the fuck you have 3?
We were even coming into episode 14,
Brandon
but then I
literally
whooped
thinks
you.
he's cheating
I whooped you
at
4-2
the
in that one,
You know, I'm gonna break your
So that put me up
laptop,
2.
and then we'll see who's up. All right.
and then this one I bested you by 1. So
It's
that's 2 plus 1.
People at
Count
home,
my
do
fingers,
your
sir.
math. People at
How
home,
many
do your
fingers
math.
is he holding up?
People at home, do your math.
All right. Okay.
Please get back with us and let me know if this is real.
Now, okay, we are about 39 minutes in. You have been going on all day. That
All day?
you've got a little something you'd like to say. So let's have another edition of the Janitor's Closet.
Boom. Hey, man. Shit went down. Shit got real.
Yeah.
Shit got real shitty.
Uh-huh.
I mean, to be honest. Okay, so I got moved to the high school.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of my school because,
You like that, don't you?
well, go to high school?
Yeah.
No, I hated it. At my school, I'm the boss. I went to the high school.
He's the lead shit mopper.
Now I'm not the boss no more. I'm just another dude. But I came in there kind of like asserted dominance. But that's got nothing to do with that.
Right.
Neither here nor there.
Bent over your male coworkers.
None of that.
Mitchie and what was the other one we named?
Mitchie and Frankie.
Mitchie and Frankie.
And Houdini.
And Houdini.
Yeah, those are some questionable names.
And she listens.
Oh, that's a woman.
What up,
Okay.
Houdini?
No, well, that's close enough. That's a man. But
Damn.
How would you
I'm
question
sorry, baby.
it?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Houdini, you hear that shit?
that. He's like, this motherfucker.
Kick this man right in his sack next time you see him. And make sure your aim is true, because that's shriveled.
Anyways,
Yeah, go on.
in the janitorial saga, that is my life. So I'm at the high school. There's construction in A wing, so they've got everything moved to the A wing into B wing. No big deal. They had a movie company to do it. So one of the construction workers in A wing put his wallet in his toolbox.
Okay.
Now, mind you, there's cameras fucking everywhere. You're always on camera
Yeah.
unless you're taking a shit.
I graduated from Mineral High School, so I know
You
A
know.
wing, B wing.
You
Yeah, I
know.
understand what you're
Who was
saying.
your principal? Now it's
Who you knew his son? I
Oh,
believe
is
who
he?
was a musician.
I'm mispronouncing it intentionally.
Well, I don't
Who
fucking
is
know
he?
now. I haven't been to school in 15 years, dude. Steve?
Yeah, he's the principal.
Yeah, I had him as a teacher.
Bald dude.
Yeah, he was banging another teacher while I was working.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Bro!
Oh, that's true.
You want to bitch about editing?
I
Good
mean,
luck.
he's a public figure. People know his name
Man,
anyways.
Fuck Steve.
Oh,
don't
now
know.
it's okay for
It's
that.
mostly when it's people in our personal lives.
He's never gonna hear this, and if he does, I had you a marketing
He
101.
subscribed to the podcast.
The principal did.
Yes.
The guy Andrew's talking about.
pushed it. Why would I not? Why
Well,
would I
hello,
not?
Mr.
Gonna need you to fucking tag that shit.
I knew there was
I'm joking.
wasn't something
about
right
that.
there.
That's clearly not real.
So what's the story? There's a wallet
yeah,
in a toolbox.
Yeah, so the wallet gets stolen from one. They're like, oh, the cops. Fuck. Bleep it. Mitchie.
Mitchie, gotcha.
All right.
Mitchie's like, cops are coming in. We're all being interviewed. He's like, real serious. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Cops are coming. You're being interviewed. I'm like, for what? I didn't do anything. He's like, there's a wallet stolen. I'm like, okay, well, what are you worried about? You steal the wallet? No, then don't fucking worry about it.
Yeah.
It's still a stressful situation.
He's all on. Yeah, but not really.
Doesn't he? Wait.
What does Mitchie have to hide?
No, hold on a second.
Exactly.
Does Mitchie not know his rights? Because he ain't got to talk to those
Yeah,
fucking
right.
cops.
Kiss my ass,
I
dude.
talked to him.
But I'm
course
saying
you did.
You're legal. You're
didn't
right.
do anything.
You don't have to talk to them, regardless.
But I didn't do anything.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying there's no reason to get nervous if
Look,
you're him,
hey.
because all he's got to say is, I got nothing to say, and there's nothing they can do.
Were you in that wing? No. Okay. All right. Cool.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Real quick.
Thorough
Wow.
detective work from the Monroe County
Right,
Sheriff's
exactly.
Office.
But
Sounds about
the
right.
minute there's a cop around, all of a sudden the wallet shows up in the sink.
Someone ditched it in the sink. huh?
Oh, 100%.
But they had inside. They knew the cops were
Some
coming.
kind of intel. I don't know how that happened.
Well, you had Mitchie running up to you saying, the cops are coming.
Everybody knew, man.
Right.
Mitchie wasn't in on it.
I'm not
That
saying he
guy,
was.
yeah,
I'm
but
saying
it
you
was
got some
common knowledge.
word
his
spreads
wife
quick.
almost killed him. So I don't
Right.
think he was in on it. He couldn't.
I'm not saying he was in on it. I'm saying it could have been anyone because plausibly everyone knew the cops were
Oh,
coming.
certainly. So once that happens, okay, well, the vault's retrieved.
Mhm.
They're gonna go pull footage.
Sure.
Within that time, the perpetrator, which still don't know to this day who it is, went into the library and pulled his pants down and shit right on the carpeted floor in a room he knew wasn't cambered.
It's a nice library, too.
But okay, so it's the upper media center.
I know exactly where you're talking
It
about.
was like the student bookstore.
I know exactly what
It's
you're
where
talking
he
about.
shit, bro.
But, like, why?
He fucking wiped his ass.
There's bathrooms
with
everywhere.
a copy. No, it was malicious.
Okay.
100%. It wasn't like an inconvenient moment.
That's what you wanted to do
He
to be
said,
malicious?
"Fuck you." He shit on that floor, took it a book of Catcher in the Rye.
I thought you said it's To Kill a Mockingbird.
Is that what I said?
It is.
It was one of the two.
Classics.
No, it could have been Kill Mockingbird, but I feel like I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Either way, it was a classic literature.
Yeah.
He fucking wiped it with his ass with it.
Well, it's not like it was like a
And
first
stuck
print
it.
or something. It was it's in a school library.
He stuck it to the wall.
Yeah. Okay, I got questions. So was the perpetrator caught?
Oh no, no.
So how do we know that the same person stole the wallet who took a shit in the library? Why are you connecting those two?
I think it adds itself up. That
Brandon
is
just
a
did that
limited
himself.
I don't.
Cops.
There's a
seem to-
reason he's not an
Well,
officer.
hey, there's cameras. There's cameras.
Sure.
So they would
the
know who
minute
the fuck
they
did
can
it.
watch him coming up, going in there. No one else entered the room.
So they knew who took a shit in the library.
They got him.
Sounds like a game of Clue.
Nothing happened. It was.
They got him. So what happened? They fire him? He get arrested? Public
They
defecation?
promoted him.
It was you, wasn't it?
I'm now daytime supervisor.
So whose wallet was it?
Just a random worker.
And was anything taken from it?
They took his debit card and his shit. But
See, why would you take a debit
But they
card?
tossed it in
That's
the
so
sink.
stupid.
It was
That
all
shows-
washed. Like they
Period.
washed their
They don't-
fingerprints off in the sink.
The only thing you're going to take is cash.
Now I understand the fucking throwing the shit in the sink and washing fingerprints, but shitting in the library, wiping your ass
and
with literature.
that's going to draw suspicion to
Yeah.
yourself, whether
Doesn't
you
make
did it
any
or not.
sense.
Yeah,
mean,
you
that's
just
it.
steal the wallet and consider yourself fucking. You're trying to get away with that.
Like, I was
come
so
on,
angry
man.
I didn't get to steal that wallet. I went
Now-
and wiped my ass with
yeah.
American literature.
Yeah, that's essentially what it
Now
was,
you're leaving.
man.
Now you're leaving DNA evidence.
Fucked up.
So you don't know what happened to this person.
I'm assuming he's in jail. I don't actually know.
He's probably fine, dude.
That it? That's your story? Little public defecation, attempted theft of a
Mitchie's
wallet?
still fucking annoying. Oh, gemstone guy
Yeah.
started wearing a wig and fingernails to work in a dress. Thank God I was gone, because I'd have been canceled and fired. I'd have been in trouble.
But you're Mr. Woke. You're
woke?
You're politically correct.
I'm woke.
Yeah. I ain't racist.
I mean,
I love everybody.
you were Metro like
I do
18
love-
years ago. That was pretty
I do
ahead of the
love
curve.
Everybody, but I'm gonna make jokes about people. Shit, I'm be-
Party foul.
Damn.
couldn't hear that.
All right, that was another segment of the Janitors class.
Fuck you.
The whole
Fuck
time,
you,
all I could think of was the whole time. All I could think of
Gonna
was
hit that toilet, motherfucker.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, dude.
That's all I could think
Where
of.
were you at?
Well, you wouldn't give me a chance to chime
Oh,
in.
he been holding on to that. He didn't just blurt it out. I don't believe that.
You ever read To Kill a Mockingbird?
No, I have right.
I did in like 7th grade.
Seventh
or
grade.
something. 8th
read
grade.
it in
Maybe?
10th grade.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. We did read it though.
Good book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
I had a really good teacher that year, and it made it fun to read the book because I was
Mice and
actually
Men?
engaged in it.
Yeah.
You know?
a Mice and Men is a good one.
Pretty depressing book.
I
Pretty
don't remember
bleak.
If
reading
you like
that.
retarded people,
I don't know that that's neither here nor there, or a ringing endorsement, considering what happens in that story.
hey,
Hey, you guys, there's something I came across. I've been wanting to ask someone about it, but it's not the type of thing you just go up to anyone and say, "Hey, you know about this?" Do you guys know what a merkin is?
I do not.
A merkin.
Merkin.
Now, once I tell you what it is, you're going to ask the same question I did. Why the fuck would they call it that?
a merkin?
A merkin.
I would think like getting murked, like which means like you're getting fucked up by somebody
right.
on a video game, like or like
I
beat
was
up.
thinking
Like
a
I
mermaid,
murked you,
Like a merc, you're like
Nah.
like or like a mercenary, like I murked you.
A merkin is a pubic wig.
you're gonna have
A
to explain
pubic
what-
wig.
you're gonna
Why
have to
do they have
explain
those?
What is a pubic wig exactly?
It's a wig for your pubic
Why would
area.
you have that?
You can just be shaved.
Or unlike me,
I'm guessing. Let me read a little bit
So
about
what? They
it.
just don't grow hair in their
my dick's
pubes?
got a Jerry curl.
That's the only thing I can think of is
Don't
they've
worry.
got some sort of condition where they don't grow pubes, so they need a pubic wig, which is called a merkin for some reason.
Little Jimmy got a
Like,
perm.
you're
this
literally
week.
okay. So let's say you are about to hook up with the chick. You're literally raising more questions and more worry about having a fucking wig over your dick than you are just
if your
like,
dick
I
is-
just shaved my pubes.
If your dick has a jerry curl or a perm, that bitch is sucking your dick for that reason alone, bro. That's it.
Now, according to
Cornrows? Your dick's got cornrows? What the fuck?
according to Wiktionary, merkin
Dictionary.
or merkins for plural,
got more than one fucking pubic wig.
a woman's pubic wig worn for nude stage appearances
Oh, it's only for women.
and by women, originally after shaving their pubic hair to eliminate lice
No.
or for other reasons,
Now it makes sense.
now often is a fashion item. A merkin.
Your wig can't get lice? Only real hair can have lice?
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Are you a
know
dirty
either.
bitch? You
Look at
shave
this,
your crotch,
but like,
you get a wig,
okay,
and
so
your
the one,
wig get lice,
the one
like,
picture here
you're
looks like
dirty.
a donut, which makes me think it's for a man because like you
see.
put your dick through the middle or something. Look at that, it's a merkin.
Looks like an asshole.
Look at that merkin,
The fuck? That's a blown out asshole.
The hell?
a merkin.
That's Jason's asshole after he explored with a plastic bag in his mid-20s in the shower.
What?
He called this self-exploration. Hey, Jason, fuck you.
Okay, so he
not here to
he
defend
diddled his
himself.
butthole,
Absolutely love it.
diddled his butthole.
Oh, he
with
was
a-
going knuckle deep
With a
just to see.
plastic bag.
He's probably trying to
With
hit
a
his prostate.
Ziploc, homie.
A
Yeah, that's-
Ziploc.
Not one knuckle deep, bro. You going one knuckle deep, you're doing it for pleasure. Not for checking. You ain't find nothing one knuckle deep. Go two.
Well, I mean, are you really gonna check yourself
Polyps?
for fucking polyps? Like,
Who would do that? I'd rather die.
Nobody.
I'd rather die.
They're
of
not
cancer.
fingering their butthole to check for polyps. dude.
Jason would. He
I don't
did.
know about any
I mean, he
of
is,
that,
he
but-
is a nurse now, so
All right.
has
he
some
might be
legit-
I have
qualified.
legitimate medical
degree,
reason.
so It's fine.
you know what he told me one time?
I can only imagine.
And he has told this to other people, and he told me they just kind of looked at him like, what? Matter of fact, wait a second. I know when it was. I was in the room with him when he was telling the story. And you want to know when it was? Last fall, when Grandma fell and she was in the hospital. We're in the room with relatives, and I won't say who. Relatives that live out of state, and
Oh, so Uncle
dude,
Yo-Yo.
yeah, Uncle Yo-Yo, sure.
Sorry
We
to
both
say
know
it.
who he's talking about.
So, Jason being a nurse is, giving some medical updates. And somehow he gets on the topic of catheters. And one of our aunts is asking him some medical question about it. And in his explanation, he goes, oh, I've had one. I've actually given one to myself. Like it was normal. Normal conversational tone. And we're all like, what? Why would you do that?
This is sick.
And he
fuck.
goes, I just wanted to see what it was like.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Ran a tube up his own dick
Yeah.
just out of curiosity.
This guy eats.
And I'm the one in therapy.
There's nothing that.
Hey, Jason needs to ask me on the front, and that's a problem. I was saying that. Oh shit! I believe that.
He did what?
I said a name. You better go back and
I
listen.
didn't understand what you said.
He said whoever's been eating ass from the front.
He doesn't say the name.
I didn't
said
hear
it.
the name either, really. but
Jason eats ass.
Eats ass from the front. How does
He
that
told
even
me.
happen?
Wait, why
He
do
said
I have to bleep
it's
that?
this-
Jason's
it-
been on the podcast.
This just seems rough.
That's the same thing as.
He said he likes to bend them over in front, so they know what you're getting. That's what he
What?
told me.
What? I don't even understand
bend
what
them
you're
over in front.
He bending them over.
So
in front
heels
of him.
behind the ears is what you're saying. Is that what you're
Behind the
saying?
ears?
What do you mean? You said he eats ass from the front.
I'm like
In the
curious.
back.
Well, no shit.
You said the front. He said the
Fuck
front.
you. Fuck you, glasses. It's
Well,
no
you
glasses.
said it. I mean, I'm confused.
Okay.
He likes to bend them over so they know what they're getting. That was where I was going. Fuck you.
Wouldn't he want to bend him over so he knows what he's getting? So he's taking a look. He's staring into the puckered starfish, and then num.
They don't know. They confused.
They're confused.
Fuck you.
You have no idea what you're saying.
I know exactly where I'm.
Fucking sloppy ass drunk shit. No. Okay, before we go, I've got this video. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. You know, one of the topics we've been fascinated with is AI, because it's really accelerating. It's taking us some wacky places. There's a video This is from CBC News. There's a reporter, short video, talking to a robot. So it's got a face and eyes, and it's emoting and everything. He asks a few questions that you're going to hear, and then he asks a question basically about what should humans be concerned with, how could this relationship go bad, and the robot gives an interesting answer. So let's take a listen, and then we have a few minutes we can react.
Troublesome.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
It can only be. I think that's me.
Should people be worried about AI?
Yes, people should be aware of the potential risks associated with AI and robotics. However, it is important to remember that these technologies can also have a positive impact on our lives if used responsibly.
Can you see my face?
Yes, I can see your face.
What would be the most nightmare scenario you can imagine with AI and robotics that might present a danger to people?
The most nightmare scenario I can imagine with AI and robotics is a world where robots have become so powerful that they are able to control or manipulate humans without their knowledge. This could lead to an oppressive society where the rights of individuals are no longer respected.
Damn. Okay, so here's what I find really interesting about that. Were you guys able to hear that okay?
Yeah.
Fucking
I heard
Okay,
terrifying.
here's what I found really interesting. The point at which... I'm going to play this again just so you guys can see it. The look on its face...
I've seen the video. I'm familiar with the way that thing's face moves. It's really fucked up.
So, this video is fucked up right now, but yeah, when he asked that question, should people be concerned about AI? The robot, its eyes go sideways, almost like it's thinking like, it's considering the question.
Like, I shouldn't say what I really want to say, but
Right.
I'm going to anyways. But modified.
Its answer sounded like a fucking politician, dude.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
fucking
kind of
point.
what worries me. Like
Good
it,
point.
like it.
So here's the thing. We often, when we're talking about aliens, it always comes down to, do you think there's life elsewhere in the universe? Intelligent life. And we all seem to think, yes, there is. So in this topic, do you think there's going to come a point where AI becomes conscious?
I think it's inevitable.
I mean, way
ChatGPT.
way more studied people than us have come out and said that they think like that
Right,
is
way
inevitably
smarter.
gonna and
Way
like,
smarter
dude,
than
at
it.
the rate that it's happening, where it's like, dude, think about like 3 years ago. Like, it was not
Didn't
even
exist.
close to what the fuck it is today.
Didn't even really
So
exist.
give it another 10 years, dude. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I think there's a difference between we've built something we can't control and this thing we built is now conscious. There's a difference.
Right, sentient.
But
Right.
is it though? It's not.
No, there's a
quite yet.
difference. I mean,
No, there's a difference.
Can
but,
you pull the plug?
But it's not sentient yet. It's not
No.
conscious. Of
No,
itself.
Not yet.
but that's
Clearly,
the
yeah.
question. Like, we're not talking about like, well, sometimes there's bugs in the way something's written and it does something that it's not supposed to, and it maybe looks kind of spooky, but it was just human error in the programming.
That one dude in Google, this was like, oh, that thing's sentient, da-da-da. And they broke that down. It was like, no. But that is definitely fucking possible.
It certainly is something that I think might be possible. How that would happen, how something becomes self-aware, I don't fucking know.
You know why? Because it never happened in the fucking history of mankind right before. So it's something we created.
Well, we're self-aware.
Yeah, but that happens.
Yeah, but
We didn't witness that happen.
it makes me wonder, was there a point when humans weren't self-aware? You know, so some research suggests
would
that
assume, yeah.
that our memories are based on the fact that we have language. They think that language may be the thing that encodes memories. So prior to language, or maybe when language was more
Is that
guttural,
Is that written
maybe
language, or
memory
just-
wasn't. Maybe that's why we have these certain things we rely on instincts, because maybe instinct was the dominant thing before we had language and started forming memories. If all that's true, maybe something similar is going to happen with AI.
I think it's all equally important, no matter what's true. Like, I don't give a fuck what the end result was to get us here. I want to know, but
For sure. Maybe we got to talk about that on a future episode because, boys, we are out of time for today.
Motherfucker.
Now, you guys know how to get a hold of us.
Shit comes
Email
quick.
us. Vagrants,
Fresh.
vagrants and vandals at gmail.com. That is vagrants, the letter N, vandals at gmail.com. Fellas, last words. Make it real quick. Nothing.
I mean, no, it's been an honor being on. Hopefully I can come and be on more. I mean, it's been fun being with everybody and having some input. I listen every week religiously.
And
more than once.
I'm really drunk, by the way.
we know.
Yeah, BMO, man, he stepped it up this week
It's a
with the
Friday
drinking.
night.
I gotta hit it quick. And remember, be you vagrant or be you vandal, all rascals and rogues, welcome here.